I'm Dr. Steve Gersovich, child and adolescent psychiatrist and the president and founder of Key Ministry. Today I'd like to talk about the largest underserved population by the church in the United States, adults with mental health issues. According to the National Institute of Mental Health, nearly 58 million Americans are suffering from some form of mental illness. The two most common types of mental health disorders in adults are anxiety disorders and depression. Nearly 20% of adults in the United States experienced one or more diagnosable anxiety disorders in this past year. 40% of women and 25% of men experience at least one anxiety disorder at some point in their lives. 1 in 12 adults have experienced an episode of major depression in the past year. Those two conditions, anxiety and depression, have been demonstrated to have a profound impact on church attendance and engagement and in practicing common spiritual disciplines. As part of the third wave of the Baylor Religion Survey published back in 2011, so-called quote-unquote warriors, people who are self-identified as feeling worried, tense, or anxious for 10 days or more in the preceding month, basically 1 in 6 people in the U.S. population, were less likely to have attended a church service in the past year, are 54% less likely to be in church on any given Sunday, and 55% less likely to read their Bible on a weekly basis compared to their peers. Adults who experience sadness or depression for 10 or more days during the preceding month were 22% less likely to have attended a church service in the past year, 58% less likely to be in church on any given Sunday, and 130% more likely to identify as religiously non-affiliated compared to their peers without depressive symptoms. Younger adults, the demographic most likely to be missing from church, have been most vulnerable to anxiety and depression in the past few years. If you or your church are interested in reaching this enormously underserved population, our team at Key Ministry would love to come alongside you in your ministry. We provide free training and consultation with churches looking to expand their mental health ministry efforts. We wrote a book, Mental Health in the Church, describing a model for mental health outreach and inclusion that's been used by churches of different sizes and denominational traditions. We also have lots of free resources available through our website at keyministry.org. We're excited for you and your church to join the movement to welcome children and adults of all abilities into the church.